So that Shogo guy has been really annoying me lately. He's making these YouTube videos, like having a message for people and he has no clue what he's talking about. He's just this really annoying egomaniac type of guy. I don't know what his issue is.
Egomaniac?
Oh, hey, Shogo.
Are you talking about me behind my... Are you talking about me? You shit-talking me?
No.
So, you know, talking behind people's backs is such an interesting thing. We all do it. We all talk shit behind our friends' backs or people we don't know. We like to criticize what people say or analyze what other people do, their behavior, to other people's backs. Now, behind other people's backs. Now, is that okay to do that? Is it kosher? Is it something that you should avoid doing, shit-talking? Or should you avoid gossiping behind other people's backs? What do you think, Luke?
Yeah, it's there's a whole spectrum, whether you're shit-talking your friends, you're shit-talking your family, or you're shit-talking like the president. But it's really apparent in society that everyone likes to talk shit about everyone else. And I think it's really, whenever you're talking shit about someone else, it's really a reflection on your own self. If you're finding something insufficient in someone else, whether it's a friend or whether it's a celebrity, what you're really expressing is some insufficiency that you find within your own self.
I know I feel like that a lot. When somebody rubs me the wrong way, there's a reason why somebody rubs me the wrong way. And it's usually, like you said, it's a reflection of a deficiency that we have in ourselves, or it's a reflection of something that we're working through, or something that we wish the other person knew that we think we know about.
Yeah.
And that's what causes, at least for me, that's what causes me to go around and think like, oh my God, I wish that I could just teach that guy a lesson, or I could teach her a lesson, I wish he knew this, or she's wrong about that, and all this stuff, and it causes me to judge other people's behavior.
Yeah, and it feels good to shit talk. It makes you push other people down, it makes you feel good. And then if you're shit-talking with a friend about another friend, you both kind of, oh yeah, I totally think that too. That person is annoying, blah, blah, and you both start to feel good about yourself, how you share the same sentiments about that person. It just makes you feel good.
You can commiserate.
It's a trap, yeah.
It's a little bit of a trap. You can commiserate in each other's frustration, right? It's like, you kind of have that...
Misery loves company.
Right, so you have that tense thing, and you want to kind of feel, like you said, misery loves company. You want to feel that somebody else feels that same tension as you. And when you get that, like, kind of mutual feeling, you can release the valve and say, oh God, I'm glad you feel the same way. So because of that, I don't think it's necessarily bad at all to talk behind somebody's back or talk about somebody while they're not there, or to analyze somebody else's behavior if they're not there. I don't think that's a bad thing at all. What is a problem though, is if we are talking about somebody behind their back and then we feel a little guilty about it, or we start to feel regretful, or we think, maybe I shouldn't be talking about my friend that way. Maybe I really shouldn't be criticizing my friend that way.
Those feelings come up because we'd be uncomfortable expressing what we're expressing to that who we're shit-talking with to the person we're shit-talking about. And that's the real, I think, key about shit-talking is, are you comfortable shit-talking to that person's face? Whatever you're expressing to the people around you about that person, are you comfortable expressing it to that person's face? And that's where the line where the guilt comes in, because then next time you hang out with that person, you suddenly feel a little guilty, and you realize that you're hiding something from them, and the tension kind of releases out in a guilty, almost in a way that doesn't feel good.
Yeah, definitely. So if there's one thing to really watch out for, if you're talking about somebody's back, in my opinion, if you're talking about behind somebody's back, it's okay. Like, let the tension out. You don't want to let that build up. Find somebody else to commiserate with. Really kind of let out your emotions, let out your feelings. But if you talk about somebody behind their back and you don't feel comfortable with them knowing that that's how you feel about them, or if you don't feel comfortable with them knowing that that's the way you're talking about that person, then you really have to check yourself. And then you really have to kind of reevaluate.
And I've definitely seen a pattern in, you could say, successful people, happy people, spiritual people, whatever you want to say. It seems like the happier you are, the less you shit talk. Because there's no reason to shit talk. Why are you talking shit about anyone? Because you're happy and you're living life and you only wanted to focus on the positive things. But it's like the lower conscious, whatever word you want to say, the people who are more in like groupthink or in herd mentality, they really thrive off talking shit about everyone around them to make themselves feel good.
It's to make themselves feel better. That's what it is. The question is, what is it that you're using in order to draw your own happiness? What is it that you're using in order to feel fulfilled, in order to feel satisfied and comfortable with who you are and where you're at right now?
And that's a very low-level way to feel good about yourself.
Oh yeah, by taking other people,
working hard, romantic relationships, friends, or whether talking about how other people have insufficiencies or whatever's wrong or annoying about other people.
Yeah, any social relationship. You want to be able to draw that from inside yourself, or from whatever you're doing right now. You want to feel comfortable about it. You don't necessarily have to be total sunshine and rainbows, happy all the time.
No.
I think you can overdo it that way too. I think there's a lot of people like to focus on the power of positive thinking and power of positive talk, and that's true. You should be positive. But if you're not positive, don't, in a given moment, don't try to pretend like you are. If you're not 100% happy all the time, that's fine. I'm not 100% happy all the time. I get frustrated all the time. But I'm perfectly okay with it. I actually enjoy that. I like being frustrated sometimes. I like being angry. I like feeling that spectrum I like having the spectrum of feelings.
Yeah. And it was funny, the other day I was actually hanging out with a friend who was shit-talking to a group of people. I don't remember the example of everything, but he was saying, like, I don't get how this type of people always talk about this. It really annoys me. And then I was like, wait, but now you're shit-talking about people shit-talking. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was talking about how he doesn't like people who shit-talk, but he was shit-talking people who shit-talk. So there's how negative can you go? You could just keep going negative. The whole point is to just stop doing it.
Well, the key to me, what I think is to be able to look at yourself. And if you can look at what yourself and what you're doing and be able to reflect on yourself and your own behavior, a lot of that stuff starts going away. A lot of like the shit talking about people shit talking, thinking that you're holier than another, that you're better than another person, kind of like the I get it and other people don't get it. Where if you really had a true mirror and you were really able to see yourself, usually that kind of stuff starts dropping away because you realize that you're just another perspective, just like everybody else. And to claim that you're superior to somebody else's perspective, you kind of start to see that you're not. Your perspective isn't superior.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna talk bad about somebody, if you're gonna criticize somebody, if you're gonna analyze somebody's behavior behind their back, it's perfectly okay. You can go ahead and do that. If you're gonna be angry at somebody, you're upset with the situation, that's fine. Don't pretend like you're not. Don't keep it bottled up inside, and you don't have to pretend like you're happy all the time. That's fine. But if you're gonna criticize somebody, or if you're going to analyze somebody's behavior, then do it with the full awareness that you're going to be able to say the same thing to that person's face. Or if you're not going to say it to that person's face, you would have no problem with that person knowing that that's how you feel about them, or those are the things you've been saying about them. And if you are afraid of that, or if you are sneaking around and hiding it, then that's a behavior you really want to look at, and you really want to reflect on yourself and see if this is really what you want to be saying in the moment.
You have some weird subscribers, man.
So weird.
They got issues, yeah.
Yeah, and their questions are so dumb all the time.
Retarded questions.
Stupid. I hope they don't find out that I'm saying that about them, though. I don't think they'll know.
Do you feel guilty about it?
A little bit. Yeah.
Maybe you should tell them.
Maybe I should edit this part of the video.
Let's edit this video part, yeah.
Okay,
The problem is that they have the biggest blocks from communicating who they are, from communicating what they want with women, with girls who are attractive. Just girls who are good looking. So I'll be going about my day